Have you ever told a little white lie that you had the best intentions for helping someone? Anyone that has a heart for and love for dogs will understand what 11-year-old Marty did for a white with black and brown spotted beagle he found around the Shiloh Schoolhouse Road. On page 13, Marty says, "I stop, the dog stops. Look like he's been caught doing something awful, when I can tell he wants to really follow along beside me." This was only the beginning of me and Shiloh's adventures. Marty continued his day with his .22, looking for anything to shoot that didn't move, like a lower branch by the river. The skinny, scared pup followed Marty home. Marty named the pup Shiloh. Marty's dad thought the dog belonged to the neighbor, Judd Tavers. Judd had a reputation of being unpleasant and disagreeable. Marty and his dad returned Shiloh the next day. On page 27, it says, Judd says in a growly voice, "He could be a fine hunting dog, but he tries my patience. I'll leave him in tonight, but if he wanders off again, I'll thump the lights out of him. I guarantee you that." Marty is just sick to think of the pup left with such a mean person who mistreats all of his dogs. Marty doesn't get much sleep that night and tries to think of ways to save Shiloh. Marty tries to think of ways to earn money to buy Shiloh, which seems impossible for an 11-year-old little boy. Again, Shiloh has wandered off, and Marty finds him in the woods. On page 46, Marty says, "I've got to take one problem at a time," I tell myself. Problem number 1, where to keep Shiloh hid. Solved. Problem number 2, would Shiloh be quiet? Yes, he would. Problem number 3, how am I going to get food out of the house enough to feed Shiloh twice a day without Ma noticing? Marty finds himself in a web of lies. He only wants the best for the dog, but doing the right thing isn't always easy and sometimes leads to difficult solutions. Has he put Shiloh's life in danger? Will Shiloh survive a life-threatening attack? And how will Judd react to the way Marty is treating Shiloh? In the summertime, in West Virginia, a boy named Marty realizes that the good intentions always don't have the best outcomes. Marty must be honest and do everything in his way to save Shiloh. Check out the book Shiloh by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor to discover Marty's desire and eagerness to care for abused dogs. And I don't have the book, but I read it online, but if I did.